Hey loves, this download is for you if you always double check that you have everything in your purse, in your bag, or even if you're going on trips before you leave the house. If you're kind of like OCD about it. I used to be super OCD. I would like triple check that I'd have everything that I needed for the day, and I would like be worried that I might forget about something. Like I have a big bag. I still tend to have a bigger purse, but I like the fluidity of also like shopping and not needing plastic bags. So that's kind of still my reasoning for having a big bag, but I used to like pack everything in it and I'd always double check, and that would kind of bother some people that they're like, you're like really OCD about like double checking that you have everything. And that was just always a fear of mine, that I'd be somewhere and wouldn't have something, and I totally knew where it stemmed from when I was a child. And like, I think we were at like a park and one of my brothers like got cut, or I got cut, and like we didn't have any band-aids, and then I always put in my own little like purse when I was little band-aids, and then they needed a band-aid another day and I had band-aids, so I always like did that. At my brother's wedding I was introduced, like when we walked out into like the dinner part of like, she always has like everything in her bag plus the kitchen sink before she leaves the house. So I used to be like bad about this. So the download that I did, the like shortcut that I did so that I could like clear that, on top of also like clearing some of the OCD pieces throughout my life of why I used to need control, is literally for my door. So you guys can have this for your like your actual house door when you touch a doorknob as you're about to leave, like your garage door, like whatever kind of way you leave your house. I want you to envision that, because that's going to be the like shortcut for it, so that you have that specific thing in your mind. So I'm going to do a download and it's going to go for that specific thing that you have in mind. So it's Creator, and I'm going to use Creator, but I can also do like higher power, God, universe, source energy, whatever. So Creator, it's commanded that that specific thing that you have in mind, whether that's a doorknob or the entryway or exit point of your house, that when you're in that space, that you're able to be immediately grounded and centered, to return to yourself and have any insights of anything that you will need throughout the day that you can add, and to let go and release anything that you don't need. And Sebastian's like, all of the energy running around the house. So if you would like that download to be on whatever specific thing you were thinking of, you can say yes in the comments. And then you also want to clear, release, and let go of the fear that you'll be somewhere and need something and not have it, and not be able to be resourceful enough to ask a question or get immediate support or have that need immediately filled by someone nearby. And if you would like that, you can say yes. And then the conscious piece of that will be, I totally trust that when I do that, it'll happen. And I love that today I was kind of running out to do a workout, and I was like planning on doing it in the morning. I had some calls that ran longer, which was awesome, but also I didn't have enough time to like do it earlier. So when I touched the doorknob, it immediately came into my mind that I'm going to need a hair tie. So I was like, yes, thank you, Creator. And then it was like, do a download for this later. So I encourage you guys to trust that. We'll integrate those changes, and I can give you a general healing for anything else that's ready to be healed in your body and life, and fill you up with unconditional love. And if you'd like that, you can say yes. Let me know how that feels for you guys. Let me know if you have had those times when you're like very OCD and like double checking everything or like before trips. I used to be totally bad about that too. So I'm sending you guys so much love and hope you have a wonderful night. Bye.